Yeah. Or you can open up the fridge, get yourself a glass of Kool-Aid or soda pop. Ice cold.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Or just take a nap in the fridge. Give me a
Or you could,
get the door open.
or you could buy one of those newfangled ice machines
What?
and crank out your own ice.
You kind of like a
Mr. Burke, have you ever just had your
Ice
AC
cream
like
shaver?
that, like broke on you and it's so hot so you just open the fridge and it stayed in the fridge?
Oh my gosh.
I would do.
Waste of energy.
Man, I would do that.
Now that's one of the reasons that Lehigh got started. Before this, Fort Myers, it was a city for a while. It was very, very small, but it was a city. Henry Ford, the guy who made Ford Motor Company, used to have his winters in Fort Myers. Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, the inventor, Harvey Firestone, the tire guy, they all used to hang out in Fort Myers over the winters. That was even before AC.
Yeah.
So it was a city. Fort Myers was a place. And believe it or not, LaBelle was actually a place.
Henry Ford
Wow.
had his house in the Bell too.
He'd been there. There was a guy named Hendry who was a big cattle rancher. He started sort of living out there. And a guy named Goodnow as well.
Wasn't
Good,
Edison
wow.
too? Yeah, there's the Edison house.
Where's Arcadia?
No, that's the Hendry house way out here.
No. Yeah.
Arcadia is,
Goodnow is a
it's a little further north. Goodnow, it's just nothing now.
Goodnow is what orange color.
Yeah, it's just pastures and fields, yeah. Anyway, LaBelle was a place, Fort Myers was a place. Lehigh, not so much. Lehigh was just a big ranch, basically. A
Yeehaw.
big chunk of land that someone kept a few cattle on.
Yeah, we used to hunt in Goodnow. We used to.
Yeah, good.
I used to know the owner of the place before
Oh,
he
nice.
retired. We used to hunt out there.
Like I said, Lehigh was a big old ranch. He wasn't, the owner, he didn't use it to like farm cattle, he used it as a tax write-off.
Of course.
Because believe it or not, the way the law was, if you owned a chunk of land,
And you have cows on it, like 20 head of cows.
yep, if you own a chunk of land, you pay taxes on it. But if you have cows on that land, then you could say, hey, no, I'm a rancher, see, I have cows here, so your tax bill goes lower.
And you have trees on it, that's agriculture.
Yeah.
Protects too.
So the owners, he owned that land. He was like, well, I'm a rancher, there's cows, look. So his taxes were low. But the tax law changed. He couldn't get the write-off anymore, so he said, well, I own this land, I can't sit on it anymore, so let's just carve it up and sell it.
You know, my uncle does in the Bell.
Nice.
He has a nursery, plus they've got like 20 heads of cows on it too. And that's where my family, like a couple of my family members live. And he just does that for a tax write-off.
Nice. Now that's kind of Lehigh. Now there's a big story we're looking at, because how they started attracting people is kind of interesting. Let's see, I'll see a show of hands. Who in here has $10 on them?
I did, but
Right now?
I do, but I don't trust.
I think
I'm like 8.
I do, but I wouldn't trust people.
All right. Who in here has $10 on them right now?
I'm like 8 or 9.
Why do you need $10 for?
Stay with me. All right. Anyway, different question though. Connor, you awake?
I like to read.
Who in here has? I'll see a show of hands.
no, never mind.
I have quarters.
I'll see a show of hands. Who in here has access to $10?
Here, I have $1.
Either in your bank account, in your place at home, whatever, has access to it.
I do.
What are you?
I have a bank account and $10 at home.
Nobody's asking you that.
Shut up.
God, boys, chill. Chill.
Knock up round
It
2.
was a
It's
simple
coming
show of
back.
hands.
It's coming
Simple
back.
If
show
it
of
comes
hands.
back, I will sue you.
It's
What?
coming back.
Nothing. Thank you.
All right, now those of you guys, you kids who have the $10 or access to $10, congratulations. You just bought a plot of land in Lehigh in the 1960s.
Oh yeah.
Girl.
You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking?
They've got
I believe.
Jordan C's.
I wouldn't believe it.
How much land can I get?
But
if I got 10?
when they just started, guys, when the, hang on, Carl. When the guy who owned Lehigh a guy named Ratner. When he just started selling these with a few other partners, the sale was $10 down, $10 per month. Yep. That was it.
Not a lot of money back in the day though.
Not that much. They would go out to conferences. They would go out to these shows in Wisconsin, Michigan, all these places up north. They would say the exact same thing I did. Hey, everybody, who has $10? Can you show up a $10 bill? People would raise, yeah, I have a $10 bill. They would playing around. Oh, let me borrow this. Congratulations, you just bought land in Florida.
So no wonder that person had songs. Oh my god, no wonder.
That was the sale price. Right when they first started. That was it.
Now it's like
Oh, gosh.
Route two.
Carl, you're not
I
helping.
got a lot of land.
Now, this is an article we'll go through. Now, this article was written back in 2011.
What do we in here?
You guys were little ones. Look where
No, it wasn't.
You were smaller than you are now.
Never did.
Oh, you just call me short.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, guys.
Okay.
Kyle. In 2011, now this is for everyone. In 2011, were you smaller than you are now?
I was like 5'.
I'm 60.
Kyle,
I
in
was
2011,
We're still
11.
growing.
Shut up.
8 years ago, 8 years ago,
Across the color.
guys, Kyle, take it easy. 8 years ago, yes, everyone in here was shorter. It's not a,
4 and 5.
it's not a huge point.
It's not but like we were adults.
You were
Like,
eight,
we
it was
were
8 years
grown.
ago.
I was like 5.
8 years ago, before puberty. 8 years ago. Oh my gosh. Yes, you were little ones. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Jordan.
Yes,
Jordan,
go.
short.
Go. Were you?
Bless you.
I was like 5.
Were you?
I was still having, I was getting in the process of having back surgery.
8 years ago. Everyone. It's a really not a big deal. I was probably an inch shorter. Take it easy.
I
Take
mean, like,
it
I'll
easy.
try.
all growing and not stop growing. So
You get so-
Yeah, what's up,
If you have a issue, my mom said call her.
23?
Or if you have a problem with me.
That stops at the airport.
Hey,
Part of that's on you.
Jordan, you're short.
No, she said it in the IEP.
You go be short.
Take it easy.
I'll try.
Take a chill pill, man. Take a
Hey,
watermelon.
No one tells me to take a chill pill.
Hey,
Anyways, we'll start with this. Back in 2011, when you guys were much younger, 8 years ago, goodness gracious. That's when this was written.
yeah, we all were short.
Now, if you were to drive east from the warm coastal snowbird capital of Fort Myers, Florida, you find yourself in the midst of a sprawling grid of underground streets and